What's your reaction to this event?
Honestly, it was crazy. It was an honor to be a part of it. And I think we shocked a shit ton of people with just like the overall quality of everything.
Absolutely best production of any YouTube boxing event ever. Like, I mean, everyone says it. Everyone says how amazing it was. Like, when you guys came into the ring, like, the screens behind you, it was straight up like some WWE shit.
Oh, let me tell you, when I was walking down there, I was shitting bricks.
Well, you walked out by yourself. I know you told me this before, but what was the reason that you walked out to the ring by yourself?
So originally I was supposed to walk out. I was talking with you about it. I was going to walk out with 6ix9ine, but 6ix9ine was banned from the Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah.
So I decided to walk out to Pop Smoke's Got It On Me because it was like, you know, the lyrics. And then I walked out by myself because it's like I got it on me by myself. It was a cool like idea, especially if I won, but I didn't. So
now here's a question that I asked Gib and Faze Banks, because I just did a podcast with them, My Mom's Basement, over on Spotify. Make sure you guys check out that after this. But I asked them, I said, is Bryce Hall bad at boxing or is Austin good? And they didn't really have a clear answer. What do you think went wrong?
Honestly, I was under so much pressure. As soon as I stepped in the ring and I saw like 30,000 people in the audience, it kind of just threw everything out the window. And I looked calm, but I wasn't. I was like actually shitting bricks. I think Austin is a really good boxer. I wasn't expecting him to actually like be that good, especially like from his sparring footage to actually being in the ring with him. I don't think I'm bad at boxing. I just think Austin was better at boxing than I was.
Well, I mean, you are an influencer. You're not a boxer, right? But like Austin came to that event like actually looking like a pro. Like it was just like next level, right?
Oh, footwork. Even his footwork alone in the ring, I was like, this doesn't look like 3 months of training. I was like, holy shit.
Absolutely not. When you got the call and it was done and over with, first of all, let's talk about the referee, right? Because the referee was very frustrated with you. Why were you and the referee getting into it?
The ref hated me. I don't know what I did to him, but the ref just was not liking anything about me. He took off a point immediately, and it kind of in my head, and I was like, why did I just get a point deducted?
Yeah, I was confused.
And then at one point, he pushed me across the ring too. I was like, this guy does not like me.
He threw you in the corner.
Like,
he threw you in the corner like it was a timeout or something. Yeah, he did not like you.
Yeah.
When it was all said and done and you knew you lost the fight as a knockout or whatever, what's going through your mind in that moment?
Honestly, just like I was just amazed that we pulled off that whole thing. Like it doesn't even feel like a loss. I lost. I think they called it a little early with the push down, but I was getting outboxed. I was losing for sure. But yeah, no, it was never like disappointment, embarrassment, anything like that. It was more like, wow, we did that. Like a bunch of influencers, YouTubers, TikTokers just pulled off like an amazing boxing event.
I was so proud to be a part of that event because that was the best YouTube boxing event to date. And there's been some big ones, you know, KSI in Manchester versus Logan Paul. I mean, that was a really good event, and it was a whole card of influencers. I think this one was better. I mean, these fights were good, even in the prelims. Every single one of these fights was super, super entertaining.
Every single fight was entertaining. There was not one fight where I wasn't entertained. I watched every single fight, and I was like, wow, this is great.
Yeah. Your post fight interview, there's been a lot of memes going on with that. Did you misspeak? Like, what was were you nervous? Like,
no, okay. So for the post fight interview, I said that I never claimed to be a fighter, and I accidentally said fighter instead of boxer.
Yo, hold up real quick. Let's show this meme that's going around. Roll it.
I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. I've never claimed to be a fighter.
I'm going to knock out Austin because I'm an actual fighter. I've been in probably over 40 street fights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I deserve that one. I deserve that one.
Dude, it's like, people ask me all the time. They're like, what are your thoughts on Bryce Hall? I say, I fucking love Bryce Hall. Like, I absolutely love Bryce Hall. And the entire internet might hate you, but you made this event what it was. I mean, you were constantly stirring the pot. You were constantly pissing off everyone. I mean, without you, I don't know if this event gets promoted the way it was.
Yeah, someone had to play the villain. I took matters in my own hands. But at the end of the day, everyone showed out amazingly. It was such a great event, and I'm glad that it turned out the way it did.
Now, after the fight, I don't think it's a secret that you and Austin have squashed whatever beef that you had, and you guys are on good terms. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh yeah. As soon as the fight was over, both of us showed respect, and it was honestly like cool to see that he didn't have like the ego. It was a very respectful ending. So like immediately I'm like, wow, that was respect. You got in here, you showed up, you showed out. Your boxing skills were actually impressive. And I just threw everything out the window. There was actual real beef there. Everyone knows that. But it's like once you step in front of millions of people, you throw down. It's like you have nothing but respect for the other person.
So now that this is done and over with, right? Obviously the nerves got to Taylor too, right? Do you think you and Taylor will do something like this in the future, or are you completely done?
Yeah, no, I'm 100% down to get in the ring again. That was like, again, our first time, and most professional fighters don't even get to experience that in front of millions of people, especially for their first time. They usually do hundreds of amateur fights. We just stepped in there first time ever in a ring in front of millions of people. So it got to us. It was like very nerve-wracking.
Are you still confident about fighting KSI? Because KSI is definitely going to be as good or better than Austin.
KSI is all over this, but again, stirring the pot, trying to get more eyes to the event, and it worked.
So you're not actually down to fight KSI?
I'm a fan of KSI and Deji. Me and Deji like hugged after the event. I saw him and I said, "Don't feel bad about it, dude. Like it was all for entertainment, and you did great." I actually like hate that everyone's memeing Deji. He did his best, and like it was a great event. Like you can't put anything like all the beef. All the beef that was in the rings or with the other influencers, that's all dropped. Like we just did that, and no one can like say that they did that.
Right. No, I agree 100%. Well, I mean, even KSI, he uploaded a video earlier today giving Deji some criticism because, look, you can clearly tell that a lot of effort came from some fighters and there wasn't much effort from others. And I think Deji might be, one of the fighters that he didn't put enough effort in to train and prepare for this, right? It's a huge sacrifice to get prepared and do this thing. So look, I wouldn't suggest that you fight KSI at all. I'd say stay clear of KSI, and it sounds like you're going to do that, and you're just using this little beef to promote the event, which is smart. And part of the reason why I like you and really respect you is because you're the one that really promoted this event more than any other fighter, period. Who is someone that you think would be equal to your skill sets, being you so new and everything, to get back in the ring with next? Who do we see you face off next?
I mean, I'm going to continue to train. I know a lot of like the fighters said that they like nonstop train. I'm going to continue to train. That was me after like maybe 2.5 months. Like 2.5 months, and I went in there and like I still was getting hits. I was still getting good hits. My form was like I just have like little things that I need to fix, like keeping my hands up. It's just I don't know at the top of my head who I would call out, but again, this is just 3 months of training, so I don't know. In a year, if I trained for a year, I would probably be I'd be a completely different fighter.
What about Deji? You two had like, I guess.
Everyone was saying that. Everyone wants me to fight Deji. I like Deji.
Do you need absolute hate against someone to actually box them, because you weren't trying to box anyone. You weren't trying to box Awesome Mcbroom until there was real beef. Once there was real beef,
Yeah.
you were like, okay, yeah, now I want some.
Yeah, that's the thing. I couldn't just fight somebody like if I don't have beef with them.
Yeah. Any final words before I let you go, Bryce? I first of all, I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of what you did for this event. Yeah, you didn't get the W in the ring, but dude, you're the biggest reason why people tuned in. I truly believe that. And I can't wait to see you in the ring again. Any final words?
Thank you guys so much for watching the event. It was a huge success, and it's all thanks to you guys. I will be in the ring. I will be back in the ring, I promise. And I'll win this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it here from Bryce Hall. Make sure you're subscribed.